and then turn them around. Okay.
Connected together. Very important before you put on a set of straps. Sounds okay. Do you see anything?
No. Seems like a relatively healthy freaking tree.
It's a fucking green tree. It's not. Yeah. On it. I'll even start the saw the way you're supposed to.
What we're going to do is we're going to start the saw in a specific way, in a specific manner. Chain brake is on, which means, hold on before you start. Chain brake off, and move. Can't.
Now, what I'm going to do, I'm parking this against my knee. What I'm not doing is resting my knee on it so that if I lose my balance, I fall on the bar. I'm bracing it against my knee so the pull is against my leg. However, none of my weight is supported by the saw. Where's the damn choke on this?
Okay,
pulls
we got,
out.
yeah, let's see your stop is, yeah, no,
Yeah,
right there. Choke's out. What we're going to do is we're going to put a face cut in.
Is that just going to be a single or is that going to be a wedge?
A wedge.
Wedge, okay.
And he's looking to see which way the tree's leaning the most, foliage, which way it's going to hang up, where he wants to put that. And where he wants the tree to drop.
straight that way.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing. What do you think?
From what I saw the other day, yeah. Actually, it's going to come. It's going to lean it back this way, so it's going to go on that side of the rock. So, put the ramp on there, drop it, and it should go right there. Jim wants to step up over here because the way gravity is, it's probably going to come in.
Good.
Now we can talk about all the things I did wrong.
More importantly, with this face cut, the wedge coming in, he creates a void space to where gravity, when the tree starts to lean and we start to go, it creates a space for that tree to move to, and it allows gravity to take over on the face cut. The back cut, our initial wedge was here, he went up above it, so when he started cutting in, it started to drop, to go into that void space.
This is called a stump shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what that does is, by being above the face cut, that prevents the tree from kicking back.
Yeah. There's several different ways you can create a stump shot. You can come straight into the tree, or you can come down at an angle into it to do that. Depending on how the tree is and what the setup is, you can do multiple different things. But
Yeah, when we used to go up and have to top a tree because it was right near a power line, we would notch at the bottom, and then we'd probably come up about 4 or 5 inches, and we go straight in, so there was a very pronounced place for it to kick off.
And if you're a woodcutter, you do it this way, or you come down at an angle, so it has, if it does try to kick back, it's got something to come up onto.
Now, what Nate suggested I do, when I made my initial wedge, it was ugly when I made my initial face cut. And part of that was because I was holding the saw so high.
Right.
So he told me to come in, and this is called a Humboldt cut, to come up and wedge under it and create a bigger face
bigger
cut,
wedge, yeah.
essentially.
And what we have here is called the hang up. See how it's not completely free of everything? The tree is still attached. It is not 100% free of everything. It's hung up and it's under pressure. It's under a bind.
Here's why that happened. The face cut is at this angle, running that way. The back cut is at a slightly different angle.
Yeah.
It's wider on that end.
Yep.
And that's because I was trying to avoid...
Because there was that other tree was, if that other tree was there, you would have been able to hit it straight on, as opposed to...
Yeah.
Well, after I practiced up a bit, yeah, but I'm not guaranteeing it.
But essentially, this is the type of, if you look at this, how it's not clean cut like up here, but it's tore, like it's shredded, twisted. You can actually see here to where it kind of started to do a little twisting as it dropped. This is what you will see in blowdown. If the tree is snapped, so on and so forth. And so this is what you're going to see, not this.
Now, when I go to free this, what I'm not going to do is try to cut into this, because that's going to be a bind. What I am going to do is I'm going to look at this, and it's actually fairly stable the way it's resting on the branches.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock these limbs out of the way so that they don't nail me when it tips. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut it here. Now because
there's pressure on that, you're gonna do a top cut and then finish it with the bottom.
I'm actually going to cut a
or
wedge.
You're gonna wedge it, okay?
And then come up from underneath.
And come up from underneath. That way it'll push your bar out the bottom.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. But if you just come down from the top, once you get so far,
the weight of the tree
is gonna, right, yeah.
Right.
So, but this is something to, like I was saying, right now, because that's hung up, which would be indicative of a blowdown across the road, there's energy in that tree.
Yeah.
And if you don't take it down right, things are going to be flying and could turn around and hurt you. So you have to be aware of it.
There's weight or tension here and on these first couple of limbs here. So where the bind is in here.
Yeah, that's where all your energy's at, stored at.
Yeah.
Imagine a catapult.
Right.
That's what you got.
Right.
So Move back, please, sir.
All right. And now I'll try to clean this up.
See, why you step back?
Thank you.
Yep.
Don't want to idle.
Step that way a little bit. I'm going to cut some more out of this. And then when we get to this, it's going to throw it back.
Gotcha.
That's not where the bind is. Compound. I'll just cut the wedge out bigger. I want it to toss that way. Yep. Son of a bitch.
Brakes on.
Yeah. Thanks, Nate.
My turn?
Over there.
Not much. Left field!
Moving. Move it.
More graceful, but not pretty.
My ass, Britain. It was looking good. See, look, she's pretty. Nice and pretty there.
Look at this ugliness. You're 2 inches below your stump shot on the back cut.
It dropped, didn't it? There's a reason for that.
Yeah, I know.
To level this.
The story.
All right, the reason I went back this way is I was on the downhill side, but also is coming in. If it wanted to twist, it'd have to wrap around and it'd come this way. So I gave it kind of a spot to where if it kicked back, it'd hit this and go over. Similar to his stump cut, just a slightly different style.
Now what I was doing for Nate was what's called swamping.
Yeah.
I was ready in case he needed something. So when he needed me to clean the face cut, he told me to come in. So I did. When he initially took those branches down, I caught him and got him out of his way so that they weren't a trip hazard for him and so that they're out of the way. I was standing by with the wedges in case, if he had realized he needed a wedge, he would have looked over his shoulder and pointed at the back cut, and I would have placed a wedge.
Yeah.
In other words, if your cut started to close up or bind.
Or the tree
Or if he
started.
felt the wind come up.
Ah, okay.
It's the wedges can be used on 2 different things as a safety aspect. If the wind comes up or the tree decides to behave in a manner you're not comfortable with, you can use the wedge to keep that cut open to get yourself out. Or if the tree starts to come back, use it as a little bit of persuasion to keep that momentum going forward, so you're not only pinching your bar, but you're kind of forcing the tree to go in the direction that you initially wanted it to.
Right, and then the other thing, you're watching the tree
Yes.
Yeah, and as you
The entire
noticed,
time I'm watching the tree.
I
for
started
any movement.
taking
Yes.
and was looking up the last little bit. When I started getting close, I was looking at the tree, not the saw, to go through, because I was looking for that movement as well.
But the second I saw it move, I yelled up the hill in case Nate hadn't seen it move yet.
Yeah.
So when he heard that, even if he hadn't seen it, he would have known to back out.
Back out, yeah.
Hydration.
Go.
In order to start the saw, that's got to be over, because that's your on-off switch or your stop. This is your choke. That's fully engaged, and since the saw has been run already and got a little work out of it and it's warmed up, we don't need the choke. Safety release, your throttle. Throttle will not work unless that is depressed. So you have to have a hold of this.
Does that one lock on?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I mean, does the throttle
Oh
lock
no,
on?
we don't have a throttle lock. No, it's not that big of a saw. So. Not good. No.
We want to get uphill of this because it's going to
Yeah, I see it heading this way. This is where it wants to roll. Okay, Nate,
Yeah.
explain why you want to go flush.
Case the tree, obviously we have tripping hazards. Okay, so in the event that you trip here and you land, that little bit of a deal hurts. Impact point. Flush doesn't bleed. Bleed, don't bleed. Nice and smooth, soft, somewhat hard landing, painful landing.
Well, the other way to look at it is if it's flush and you can get more of them in the bunks on the logging truck.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
They won't cause problems.
Hey, while you're at it, knock these two down. Bucket. That one, yeah.
You want me to clean it more? There we go. Yeah, the breaker. Okay, I'm going to cut it from right here.
Hold it. Hold it. Okay.
an actual pretty stump.
We'll get around to get it.
That saw doesn't have what? But if you look on that saw, you see that black line? It also falls across the back. That's a gunning side. That line is exactly perpendicular.
Oh, really?
So if you get back here directly behind the if I was gunning on exact tree. So when you saw me leave it in the base cut, and let go of it and look down it, I was looking down that side to make sure that it was pointed the right way. And that was a couple of times when I left it in the back cut and I looked at it and I walked around just to make sure that I was going in and facing it Google Douglas dent. Douglas dent.